let's discuss section 8.3 on markdowns. A markdown is a reduction in the selling price of an item. So we can consider the selling price as the original price. And another way to think of a markdown is always a percentage of the original price. And if we convert this into a phrase, our markdown, I'll use M, is equal to, we can use whatever percent they give us. Sometimes it's a 10% markdown, sometimes it's a 20% markdown. We'll change that to its decimal equivalent. Of would indicate multiply, and the original price, I try not to use the variable O, so I'm going to use P for original price. So to find the dollar amount markdown, we would take the decimal equivalent of its percentage times the original price. Let's go ahead and talk about a few questions. Okay. Question 1 starts out with the original price of $860. Okay. We want to find the percent markdown and the reduced price. I'm going to go right here to reduced price. Think of reduced price like the sale price. So the sale price is going to be the original price minus the dollar amount marked down. In this case, we have $860 minus $215, and with that subtraction, we get $645 for the sale price. To find the percent markdown, we're going to start with a fraction, and it's the dollar amount for the markdown. And the denominator is always the original price. Our markdown dollar amount was $215, and the original price was $860. That calculation gives me a decimal of 0.25, and converting 0.25 to a percent would be 25%. In question 2, we're given a little bit different information. Here we're given the percentage of markdown. Again, that's a percentage of the original price. We're given the dollar amount for markdown, and we need to find the original price and the reduced price, which is another way to say the sale price. I'm going to start with that equation that tells us that the markdown is 50% of the original price. And that of is our multiplication. So our markdown dollar amount is $65.25. That is equal to 50% as a decimal is 0.50 times the original price. I'm going to use P. Solving this equation, dividing by 0.5 to get that P for price value alone, I end up with a total of $130.50. That was our original price. Okay. Something to kind of think about is if the markdown is half, then the markdown dollar amount should be half of the original price. So that amount makes sense. To find our reduced price, we're going to take the original price minus the markdown. Our original price was $130.50. Our markdown was $65.25, and that leaves us with $65.25. And again, this makes sense in this situation because if you're marking it down half, the amount you pay should be half of the original price. Question 3 has a few ideas that we haven't used yet, one of which is our markdown has a fraction in there. I'm going to go ahead and change 2/3 into its decimal equivalent. So 66 and then I can use a few more sixes percent because 2/3 is 0.666666 repeating. Okay. In this case, if I start that same way and I say that my markdown amount in dollars is equal to 66 2/3%, so 66.6 repeating percent of the original price. Notice that here I don't know my markdown dollar amount, that's unknown. We also don't know the original price, that's unknown. So here we have too many variables to solve this equation. So we're going to use an idea that we used before, and I'm going to give an example that when we knew we had a 10% markdown, back in chapter 7, that told us that we had 100% minus 10%, and that we had a 90% that we paid. We called that the complement. So I'm going to talk this way. Well, if our markdown is 66 2/3%, for this equation, then the percent that we pay is 100% minus the 66 2/3%, which ends up being 33 1/3% that we pay. And then we can use that to make an equation. So we pay, our sale price is 33 1/3% of the original price. Our sale price, we do know that was given to us as $3.10, is equal to, changing 33 1/3%, think of 33 1/3% as 33.333333 repeating. So as a decimal, that would be 0.3333. I'm just going to do a couple of threes because it keeps going on. And again, I'll use P for the original price. Solving, if I divide by that decimal, I get that the original price was $9.30. Let me put that here for the original price. Now we can find the dollar amount for markdown by comparing the original price and the reduced price. So we know that the original price minus the markdown equals the sale price, which could also be called the reduced price. Okay. So our original price is $9.30. We don't know the markdown value yet, and our sale price is $3.10. I'm going to solve by subtracting the $9.30 from both sides. And it's okay, notice I'm getting a negative here on the left, and I also get a negative on the right. So if I divide by -1, I get that the markdown dollar amount is $6.20. Okay. I'm going to take a break and we'll pick up with another video.